Politics is ensuing, but can any political party claim the high moral ground? Can any of them claim to be holier than thou? That's the big debate here. And leader of the BJP, Karuna Gopal, joins us on this broadcast. Political analyst Sumansi Raman is with us as well. And at the outset, I would like to say that we did invite the DMK to be a part of this discussion, but unfortunately, we couldn't get them to send us a representative. But Sumansi Raman here, leading towards the DMK, joins us on this broadcast. And Sumansi Raman, I'd like to begin by asking you, several complaints have been raised. An ardent appeal has been made by someone from the state to the chief minister. But when someone from the ruling party comes out and says that it's a matter between two individuals, is that something that perhaps should not have been said?
No, I think that the basic problem is the lack of a complaint. Look, I sympathize entirely with Chinmayi. In fact, I have also said in the past that, this is not just a question of one individual's complaint. There are as many as 17 people or 18 people who have said similar things about Mr. Vairamuthu on social media. So the problem is, expecting suo moto the law to take, cognizance based on social media posts. I think that is pushing it a bit. So the problem comes back to the lack of a formal complaint. Now, if there had been a formal complaint, then clearly the government would have been held at fault. And this goes back several years. So it would have been the previous AIADMK government at that time. And if the complaint, it's still not too late for Chinmayi or any of the others to lodge a formal complaint. Now, yes, there is a problem in the sense that, there will be cross-examination in court and there will be examination by the police investigation. And all of that is definitely stressful and is going to be a problem. But in the absence of a complaint, now, what do you want the government to do? Now, if
but
we are going
sorry to interrupt you there, Sumansi. Sorry to interrupt you there, Sumansi Raman. But when I spoke to Chinmayi, she said that there have been complaints that have been filed, which haven't been converted into an FIR because of the political cushioning that this man sees. She also says that the complaint with the NCW is in the public domain. The NCW has reminded the state government on multiple occasions to take action. In that case, then, even if this was in the previous government's time, shouldn't or couldn't the DMK government now take suo moto action over it?
No, I think that the first thing is for Chinmayi to actually produce the specific data in terms of when the formal police complaint was launched. And if an FIR has not been filed after, let us say, 10 or 12 or 15 people have filed a police complaint, certainly the government is at fault and it should be taken to task. I don't see any issues with that. Now, Mr. Vairamuthu is known to be extremely close to the DMK. So I don't know why had a formal complaint been lodged, why the previous AIADMK government would have wanted to protect him is something that I'm not able to sort of fathom. Had a DMK government, yes, he was extremely close to Mr. Karunanidhi, and he continues to be very, very close to the first family of the DMK and the chief minister today. But the point really is, why should the previous AIADMK government, had they received a formal police complaint, not want to convert it into an FIR and investigate, is something that I find a little difficult to believe. So if we get the details of the date on which the police complaint was given, and I may have missed it, because to the best of my knowledge, I know that there was no formal police complaint, but I could be incorrect. But had there been a police complaint and this not been investigated or converted into an FIR, then certainly the government is at fault. And even the court can be moved. The court can be moved today saying that a complaint was given, the police are refusing to convert it or register an FIR.
Sure. So, Karuna Gopal, why didn't the AIADMK BJP government act then? These allegations are not new. Today we have Mr. Annamalai, the state BJP president, come out and say that the DMK is shielding the accused in this case, Vairamuthu. But the case is from 2018 when the allegations first come to the fore. That's when you were in power there.
Look, we heard what Chinmayi said, and now it has gained a lot of traction, and I think the political point today is that the DMK government, that very much is in the know of what has been going on, has perhaps chosen to ignore this, and Stalin is supporting the wrestlers. So I think if they really feel that women's safety is important, then perhaps they have to dig up Chinmayi's complaints and then really ensure that she gets justice, not only Chinmayi, but the others as well. So just now when I heard Mr. Suman Sriraman saying that we don't know why that was the case, seriously, at that point in time, perhaps nobody knew whether it was actually a complaint or why it was not a formal complaint per se.
But
today
Chinmayi
we
has
know
gone
it.
on record. Even today, she
comes
spoke to me.
speaking-
She said that the NCW was written, she had written to the NCW. That is in public domain. The NCW had then written to the state government, to the DGP of the state, reminding of why action wasn't being taken. That was during the tenure of the AIADMK government.
Sorry?
Karuna Gopal, are you able to hear me?
So what do you, I'm not able to hear you at all.
If you can hear me now, Karuna Gopal, I was asking you that even when I spoke to Chinmayi today, she said that the fact that if anyone says that it's a fact that there's no police complaint, then that's untrue. She says, I have given a complaint. It wasn't converted into an FIR because of perhaps political pressure. But the NCW was written to as well. The NCW then wrote to the state government, to the top cop in the state, and yet nothing was done. And that was back in 2018 when the AIADMK BJP government was in the state.
So Poonam, the question now is, are we going to dig up and find out why that was not done? Are we going to sit today and see if that will be addressed at all? I think it's important today, now that the conversation has happened about women's safety and the Me Too factor and Stalin directly going and supporting the wrestlers, it's a political game that they're playing. I think it's important to now act. You get into the past, then perhaps you won't get any answers. But now's the time to show that they actually mean what they say. If Stalin is supporting the wrestlers, then he better act into the complaints made by not only Chinmayi, but almost 18 others. And as you know, I mean, I have seen their struggle in the last 5 years. I know in different forums she used to talk about how she was victimized, and everybody was in the know of everything. So today, the question is, why can't they take it up today instead of burying it, putting it under the carpet? Why are they not able to answer?
But can you then claim high moral ground, as the DMK says, that the BJP can't play holier than thou? And it's not just the DMK. Even Chinmayi says that across political party lines, she even hit out at Kamal Hassan just a few days ago.
See, Poonam, I do agree that politically people do play games, but when it comes to the justice to be given, I think we have to follow certain procedures, certain codes, and notwithstanding with whom you are, I think justice has to be given, and I think BJP has done the right thing. We at least ensured that POCSO case is, registered, and many other relevant cases have been filed against Bhushan Singh. That has not been done in the case of Chinmayi and the others. So,
sure.